KD.
Right.
That one shit we smoked the other day where you said, dude posted that shit or whatever. You gonna touch on that or not?
I don't even remember, man.
Right.
But what was I saying again? That threw me off. Oh man, that really could be a blooper.
That'd be kind of funny.
Keep it in there. But
No, we gotta cut that. We gotta cut that for sure. We got.
Mr. Loser? What? That's right. Loser with a capital L.
What's up, losers, and welcome back to another episode of the Popular Loser Podcast. I'm your host, KD, and today I have 3 guests. Tell me all your names. Tell me what y'all do.
Okay. Well, I'm Epielyn. I'm a live streamer.
I'm Christian. Most people know me as Star Moreau, but I go by Miss Golly Girl. I have a Christian notary service company, and I also do entertainment.
My name is Juan Walker. I'm in college right now. I'm a senior at Wayne State University.
Okay. Yeah, this my dog right here, man. This is my dog. So how everybody doing today?
Doing good. I'm excited. This is fun. This is fun
like
already.
It's gonna be a good convo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I had to pick out really good questions for this, man.
Yeah.
All right, so let's dive right into it. The first question I'm gonna go with is, how do y'all feel about social media as a whole?
Well, given that it is my career and my income, I like it. I like social media. It has its ups and its downs. A way I kind of like to view social media is like as a tool. So to like help build content, to help connect to people. Personally, like with my experiences, I've gotten to meet a lot of really cool people of all walks of life, and it's just broadened my horizon. Like, because at the end of the day, without like modern day social media, we would just have like newspapers and like television, and it's compared to like what we can do and the information we can share now, it's just so much more broad instead of just like, oh, like the local high school team like won the nationals, like go for them, like in the newspaper or something. So
I can feel that. Anybody else want to tag along on it?
Ooh, so for me, so I've been on like Instagram pretty much since it started. So I was able to see like all of the changes, even with the algorithms. So for me, on my main page, I have 16.9K. And in high school, I had roughly 21. So like, it takes the sense of being average, or I guess like you can say, people don't look at you as a normal person. Like when people would meet me, they'd be like, "Oh my God, is your name Star? I follow you on Instagram." And then like they have like this perfection that they think you're at. So when people will realize, I could stub my toe. It don't matter what it is. If they realize I'm not perfect, it's like, oh, she's normal, never mind. Yeah. And it's like, we have to realize that people on social media are normal too. And like you said, you have to leverage it.
So what social media did you say you had that following on?
Instagram.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't really mess with Twitter. That never.
Yeah, I don't even have a Twitter account.
I got a Twitter. It's like a Twitter. It's like, I don't follow nobody on there I know, or no regular human beings. I follow like all famous people just to have like news updates. Like, okay, my music I would listen to, sports I like or whatever, and I could just keep my peace and not worry about what nobody else around me doing, because it's like that shit depressing.
Yeah. Ooh, and
hey, hold on. I really want to touch on that too. You go first. You go first.
I was gonna say, so I would take like random social media breaks because of that. So it could even be like seeing certain people. Like if you focus too much on what people doing on social media, you stop doing what you're supposed to be doing. It slow you down. You're looking at them with their money. They got their money. Go get yours. You know what I'm saying? But if you scrolling,
that's true.
It stops the focus.
Yeah, and I've done papers in this in college and all that type of stuff. So I really know like statistics and all that type of stuff too. Yep. So I really do agree with that. Like if you take social media as like real life, it will really kill you. Like depression, that can cause so many insecurities in your life because you got to think it's a facade. So you can post that you in front of this Lamborghini, but
But you ain't got no bed to lay on at the crib.
you feel me? Like, and that's real life how I be though. But like they had a good picture in front of this Lamborghini though. You know what I'm saying?
But
some people have the Lamborghini and still depressed.
You know what I'm saying?
part,
So it's like
that part.
you really can't go off of
You know what
everything
people
you
say,
see on
though?
social media.
You know what people say though? They feel like they say, "Oh, having all the money, you still depressed and shit." But then somebody be like, "Okay, let me know what that feel like." You know what I'm saying? Let me see how that shit feel.
Yeah, it is definitely two sides to it, especially when you've never had the type of money that some of your like favorite entertainers have. You know what I'm saying?
But when you get that money, you gotta keep it. Meaning, like, it was like this movie, long story short, it's called Sacrifice on BET. I don't know if y'all seen it. Y'all should watch it. But one of the guys, he had to sacrifice, you know, to get his award, and we hear about that, but you know, seeing it on a big screen was different.
Right.
But when you get that money, you gotta keep it. So
That part
if they
too.
had to do something to sacrifice themselves just a little bit to get that fame, they gotta keep doing it. That's why you see people that be like making themselves throw up and just be so unhappy and bleaching their skin and all types of stuff.
Oh yeah.
You
And
gotta maintain that.
to touch on that even more, really, Squid Games is kind of like that. It's
Yeah.
the survival of the fittest for real. I mean, if
I
you
didn't
really,
watch that shit. I ain't never seen that shit.
yeah, if you if you
Spoiler
really look
alert.
at it, oh yeah, if you really look at it, yeah, my bad if ain't nobody seen it yet.
Yeah.
But basically, that's what the movie is really. The whole show is about. It's the survival of the fittest. What are you willing to do to get all of this money? And I think it was like $39 million or something like that. But it's like,
Yeah.
what are you willing to do?
Money?
Yeah, are you willing to die
Literally.
for it, or are
Kill
you willing
for
to? You
it,
feel
yeah.
me? So it's like you gotta take what's, you know, some people got what's important to them, and that's the only thing that's important.
Yeah.
I mean, I want the money, but you also don't want to lose myself. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
if it
The
means,
money at what cost?
and if it means like having less fame, for some reason I can't just be like a person that nobody knows, no matter what. I try, but if it meant having
I
less
feel you though. I
fame
feel you though.
and more money, I
What
would
that
rather have
feel
more
like?
money. What?
Being somebody that don't nobody like. I mean, everybody know who they is. I'm like,
You know, and the crazy thing I've found is even celebrities that are like super, super well known, you could walk up to someone and be like, oh, like I saw this person. They'd be like, who? Like there's regions of the world you walk up and you're like, oh, you know, I bumped into Kim Kardashian the other day. Someone's be like, who? And I'd say like she's one of the most globally known names.
Yeah.
Easily.
Or like even like a Beyonce, like, and
Right.
she's been in so many different movies, so many different songs, you know, all of that other type of stuff. So, you know, fame is only so much.
It comes and it goes.
Yeah, it's
Like for example, something I always like to talk about is like Kesha. Where did she go?
we
She
just about
was-
the other
wait,
day.
literally though, literally,
Yeah.
right.
Kesha?
You for real?
That's
You know
the
Kesha?
TikTok.
Yeah, that
Yeah, she
chick.
made that. Your love is my drug. That song.
How you,
She had
I know
a
the
lot
songs,
of
but
stuff.
Kesha, that's how you say her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had like the dollar sign
Yeah,
in her name.
as an S. The dollar sign was an S.
This is crazy. You don't know who this is?
I know the songs, but I never seen.
Where was
somebody
your
named
08
Kesha.
summer at? Like,
Oh
that was
man,
like-
I'm telling you, that was the kid. That was
talking
the kid
about
I
thing.
miss her.
Yeah.
I didn't know her name. I thought
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's Kesha. She had like other songs I can't remember. And like Adam Lambert.
She
Like,
I'm
they
yelling
was
at
all
Timbers. That she's the
popular.
The one with Pitbull. That one.
That's how quick fame can come and go. Really,
It'd be like 2 years.
yeah.
or some people think they're more famous than they are. Cause like I
That
have
is
a
the
close
thing,
friend
too.
from Canada.
Like, and especially social media fame. Like, people think just because you got 30,000 followers, like everybody in your city gonna know who you are. Like,
no.
you know, it's a way
ain't
to
got the money.
It
buy
does not
followers.
work. It does not work like
So
that.
you know, it's like it's even crazy because you can buy followers. So you can really only have like realistically 7,000, but now you got 42,000 because you done paid $300 to get your followers up.
Right.
I'm sure it'll cost more than 300, but I hate that. That's one question I hate.
Yeah.
With my followers, people
Yep.
always be like, "How did you get your followers? You bought them?" It's like
A
bro,
lot
like,
of people
really
do
mess
that.
with me.
A lot of people. And listen,
Yeah.
the biggest way to look at that is like the likes to how many people.
That's not true either, though.
Yeah, it's not
Because,
because I
like-
don't get a lot of likes on my pictures.
Because of
yeah,
my-
y'all need to go like the pictures on Popular Loser Podcast on Instagram, man.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get those likes up. But yeah, likes, that's how you tell. If someone has like 20,000 like followers and their likes can't reach past like
Ooh.
30,
Or the comments. Or the comments.
you can tell.
That's so many times. So on my Golly Girl Radio Instagram, that was my original Instagram, which I built up. Like I had 10 followers and made it to 20,000. But the thing was, when I first made my Instagram, my pictures, I had like a Star Monroe pose. People started calling it that. And my pictures, it kind of like showed my shape more, right? So those pictures get like 1,200. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I don't really post. If I do post something to show my shape, but if I post regular stuff, people ain't really liking it. So
it's the attention of the eye for real. I mean, listen, and it's probably a lot of men that follow you, and
on that page it was like 75%.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, if you showing off a figure,
females not following.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
I don't know what that.
I was want to see what I want to say. I'm cute.
Yeah, I mean,
females
listen,
like
let's
females,
just-
But-
females like females.
Yeah.
Shoot, let me look at my Instagram right now. Let me look at that percentage. I know it's
Yeah.
like 80%.
But on my new Instagram, I kind of started over, and on that Instagram, my likes add up because these are the people that I know now. They know me for who I am now. You know what I'm saying? They didn't follow me when I was, you know what I'm saying? So
honestly, I've still yet to say what I feel about social media, so I'm gonna dive into that real quick. I really don't like social media personally, but since this is the way I want to make a lot of money in life, you know, I kind of gotta respect it to a sense.
Every sense of life.
Yeah. So like, it's like you can't not like it and have that be like a really big percentage of your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but it's just starting from what it was to what it has become is just such a large jump. Like going from like Facebook to what Facebook is now.
It's
MySpace,
better
yeah.
now. It's not even
like,
Facebook.
right, think
For a
about
time.
that. Right,
MySpace
think about
was
that.
It's insane.
But that's how much of a jump like we've made, and like people wasn't making money off the internet how they is now. It's 100,000 million freaking YouTubers that's monetized and making money off of that. You know what I'm saying? Or like everything is on the internet now. You know what I'm saying?
Literally everything.
You always tell me, oh, just Google or YouTube. You can
Literally, like you can YouTube
anything.
how to put an engine in a car if it's a certain type of car.
And I was about to do it.
Literally, so that's what I'm
Change that
saying.
head gasket.
It's so crazy.
I'm glad
Like,
you did. We glad you safe.
No, because I was gonna change the head gasket, but then I realized I needed a new engine. I was like, never mind. Like I could do the little gasket, but the engine,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like where it has went, but I mean, obviously, you got to respect it if that's where you want to make your living at.
Right. So,
you know, it's a love-hate type thing. Like,
it really is.
but like she said, I got to take breaks from it sometimes because sometimes it's just a little too much. Like, I was watching a podcast. I forget where it came from, but it was like unfollow the people that make you feel insecure. And if you really think about that, that's like true. Like you follow a lot of people that's probably
keep the people that empower you.
Yeah.
Or the gossip. I follow the gossip too.
That too. Like that's like another toxic audience.
Yeah, just a little boy nigga. Oh my god, that should be. I'd be like, this how people really think. I'm like, this shit stigma.
Okay. I know we got.
No, go ahead.
I was about to say, talking about him, it's so funny. So I know we had the Instagram where he only posts like the memes.
Yeah.
I didn't actually like connect a face with it till he had like the show with Justin Combs.
Sean Diddy's son, whatever.
Yeah. So I didn't really know who he was until that. And it's funny because I guess I was thinking he was a nobody. I was thinking like, oh, he just on this podcast and he got the other Justin on here to bring him some clout. I didn't know that he had his own clout.
Yeah, I used to see the memes. I was just
that's social media fame coming into real fame, and that's the difference between just social media fame.
Mm-hmm.
That's what. Also, they say she like famous for just being famous, like just famous.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now to the next question. This is the reason why I asked y'all about social media because this is a famous social media question.
Okay.
Would you rather sit at a dinner with Jay-Z or get $500,000?
$500,000. Say less.
Easy.
Yeah, 500.
Easy.
500 for sure.
I'm definitely 500. I could make 505 mil real quick. So
I'm actually surprised I didn't get any different. It's a lot of people who try to say stuff.
I don't think I would choose anybody with a dinner over. Like if it was like $1,000, I would change my mind. But I would say 500. That's $500,000. Like I could buy a couple houses with that.
and that's the thing because like I think we was kind of talking about this, but like if you get $500K and you know how to flip that and manage that
part,
then you're gonna end up in the rooms with like the Jay-Z,
right? That
Oprahs.
too.
That's gonna be natural. So you don't really. And then Jay-Z got so many
And Jay-Z might have had
Gems on
different
his
experience. He
albums?
might have had different experience to get up to where he was. So what he tell you, it may not fall into your experience and what you.
And it's
know.
kind of outdated information.
I was about to say
Getting old.
his age. I was thinking about that too. Like, we gotta think that if it was somebody in our age range, like if we sing with Jay-Z
like if
at
I
our
was sitting
age,
down with you and you were like famous, I'd be like, okay, girl, like tell me.
Yeah, and it was. Is he giving me a portion of the $500K after this conversation? No, but like with Jay-Z, I will only be able to listen. Whereas somebody in our age range, I'll be able to have a conversation with.
Right.
So
That part.
like, look at
That was deep.
you could kind of say like, you know how like somebody in our age range that I know had made like some good investments would be like Lil Baby.
KD.
Right.
That one shit we smoked the other day where he said, dude posted that shit or whatever. You gonna touch on that or not?
I don't even remember, man.
Right.
But what was I saying again? That threw me off. Oh man, that really could be a blooper. Oh.
That'd be kind of fun.
Keep it in there, but
No, we gotta cut that. We gotta cut that. But back to what I was saying. If you can get $500K at once,
Right. It's a game changer.
what? I'm not like, yeah, that's like, think about it. A lot of people come from the hood. Like, if you come from the hood, you ain't never seen $500,000.
ooh, but
And if it's untaxed money, I don't
Yeah.
care
From the
who the
hood.
person is.
But think about it, if you came from the hood and if nobody taught you what to do with 500, like the average person from the hood, like I know what I know because like of my parents, like they went to college, like they know what they know.
Right.
But if I came from the hood and I was a first generation grad, I didn't have anybody,
to guide you.
no financial literacy courses. I would get $500K, go buy a Lambo. I don't even know, but I would go buy some type of car for the pictures, be posting the money. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I was a guy, and that $500K gone. So you was better off getting a picture with Jay-Z. So you gotta make sure you know a little bit what to do.
Yeah. That part.
Or takes a part of that money and go hire a coach that could tell you. But some people not even gonna know, like think
to
do
think
that.
about that. Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought.
You gotta find
that.
a trusted coach too. Like, I mean, some of them shit.
You gotta find someone that
Like
really
Grant
knows.
Cardone or somebody.
Yeah, because they will take your money. They definitely will take your. They will sign. They will make you
1K
sign
an
something.
hour.
They will make you sign something. You don't read the fine print, and they will
Yup.
be taking. They will, man.
Don't
It's
tell
gonna
them
be
you got
If
the
you
the
try
money.
to
free-
show it,
the
if you try to
free
show it, like
Britney.
right here, like right there.
Do y'all watch Tyler Perry's Sisters on BET?
I ain't seen it.
Okay, it's this character. I can't remember what his name. I don't know how I don't know what his name is in the show, but he was in jail. He was doing like this little program after jail where they was fixing up houses and everything. Actually, that clip is a good lesson on what to do with some money. But he was like at the airport and some lady came in, gave him a stock tip, and like that he made so much money. But everybody like, how did you make this money? I know you doing something illegal, yada 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 yada. So he didn't tell anybody that he had hit a stock and made this money. He just acted normal, but he changed his persona. Like he started dressing like he had the money. So that's something, you know what I'm saying, to do. If you go to a meeting with a life coach, dress as if you belong to be there.
It's actually crazy. He just said something to me about that today. If you dress the part, like people gonna think you got money. You cannot have nothing.
You
You can have nothing in your pocket. But if you walk around with a suit,
You look confident. Like,
yeah, people gonna think
Confidence.
like
Yeah.
people gonna think like, oh yeah, he probably into, you know what I'm saying, something corporate. And maybe this person ain't into nothing. He just had a suit on that day. You know
Make
what
it
I'm
until
saying?
you make it.
Yeah, fake it till you make
That's
it. That was the
what-
best. That was the best advice I've ever gotten in my life. And that was, some teacher in high school told me that.
Really?
Yeah, some teacher in high
Oh
school.
my God.
Man, listen, because I used to be sad, I ain't gonna go to all that. But
Yeah.
this lady was so positive all the time. And it was crazy. It was like she was on coke or something, I swear to God. Like her life
like a
was,
little too
man, I'm
much.
telling you. Yeah. I forget her name. I
Marshall.
don't know. Who?
Ms. Marshall.
No, I don't know her name. But
Teachers change your life, though.
yeah, most definite. And she told me that like when I was a senior, and she said, you gotta fake it till you make it. And that's probably the best advice I've ever gotten into my life, because that is true. You can't be sad all the time. You gotta you at least gotta try to make yourself happy. You know what I'm
You gotta
saying?
be-
And don't look like what you're going through.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you sometimes you gotta be able to be like, I'm bigger than this moment right now.
Yeah, that's deep. Some deep stuff.
Yeah, you got to be able to come like outside of your own body and like your own feelings and just be like,
be your own life coach, basically.
yeah, like sometimes you gotta be
your
Read a
own.
couple
Yeah,
sometimes you have to be.
you do.
Yeah, like I know for me, like in high school, like even if I didn't have like the money to like get my hair done, oh honey, I had some good weave and I'm mixing with some cheaper weave and nobody would know and it just be fake it till you make it. You gotta make something out of nothing. Like so one thing about me is I'ma always look decent because I'm gonna make some shake even if I don't got it. It's a little scarce. You're not gonna know because I'm gonna make it look.
That's real. Okay, to dive into the third question, it is, what does a man have to do to keep your attention, to get your attention and keep it?
You want to start?
To get it
Yeah, listen, I put this in there because I knew y'all probably both have, a lot to say about this.
I do.
I can't give away all my tricks. Some of them probably watching the podcast.
Oh, I know people are gonna watch this podcast.
And then
And
they gonna start
they
doing what we
leaning
say.
forward for my answer right now. They're like, "What's she going?"
Yeah, I know, especially. Okay, so to get it in to keep it.
Yeah.
To get it in to keep it.
Okay. I think we're gonna have some similar points, to be honest.
Okay. You gotta
I
have
feel like that's also just being a natural woman too. Like, you're gonna always have like, something in common.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to get my attention, you definitely a big thing. Well, okay, I'm gonna start with the attention part. To like get my attention, you definitely have to be kept, and just got a lot of guys aren't. So that's already like
That's
half of
reasonable. That's
them
reasonable.
gone.
For sure.
Just take care of yourself, because like, how you gonna take care of anyone else if you don't take care of yourself?
Ooh, she said something with that one.
I mean it though. It's true though. I mean, I see dudes
Yeah,
that
yeah,
are like,
she did that one.
that'll like
Yeah.
walk up to you at a club and they're like drenched in sweat, or they're just gross. I'm like, why do you think you can talk to me right now? Why do you think you could be in public right now?
I think some guys gotta understand, like, or just people in general, like females, whatever. We gotta understand some people just not for us. So like a guy could have. It was this.
Say
Guys,
it.
this guy. Okay, look, transparency. It's this guy that wanted to court me for the longest. If y'all don't know what courting is, it's basically dating with the intention to marry.
Yep.
Okay, I want to be married one day, but it didn't matter because I didn't want him. He was doing everything right. He wanted to do everything
You
right.
said he was in a relationship with himself, huh?
We weren't in a relationship, so he was just trying to court me, right?
So
you guys never were in an official
No.
relationship.
I got a question. Did you tell this guy that?
Yeah, I eventually told him.
Eventually. So did you kind of lead him on? Did you kind of lead him on?
No, actually, no. Because I would keep telling him no. He just wanted to keep trying.
Okay.
I would keep telling him no, and he was like, I think that you just either not attracted to me or like as if I was used to like the bad guys. And I'm like, honey, actually it don't matter. Because I'm just not, I can't fake it.
It sounds like he just wouldn't take a no, really, is what it is.
I think like in our society, we know we hear so much like, okay, if you attracted to somebody, just keep trying. Or like some people believe that.
And that is
That's
such
advice.
a misleading.
Yeah.
Like
And
it's so
sometimes
hard
it
to
is
understand. It's so hard to understand that because it's like, at what point do you be like,
okay,
and
done.
then what point do you,
It's tricky.
I mean,
consistent.
but
It's tricky.
girls want guys to be persistent and shit. I mean, so I mean,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's tricky, like, because I know when I'm really not attracted to you, and I know if I am.
Right.
But
it's not like a big mystery.
They say
like
girls,
we
they
know.
say girls learn that right off the rip. Like as soon as they see a dude who approach them, they got their mind made up already pretty much.
yeah,
I mean, from an impression point of view, but not for someone, because girls are more like mental. We like to not always like judge a dude for like just looking at him, but like more so like getting to know him. Like, for example, you ever seen a girl that's like honestly pretty cute and she dating a guy that's like,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, well, he
When you see it, you
won.
automatically like, oh, that nigga
You know,
must
it's
got
like,
cheese or
but
something
he
like that.
probably has a great personality.
say,
He's
you know what
probably
society
not a
thinks.
bad
They'd
person.
be like, oh, he must be good in bed. That's what society.
Really, I'm gonna tell you, like, looks is such a small percentage of a relationship.
At
It's
the
like
end of the day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you got to be attracted to them, obviously, but
Right.
like it's such a small, like, communication compared to looks.
That part.
The guy
It's
that
so
part.
much. It's
That
so
part.
out here.
Yeah.
And to put looks would probably be like all the way inside of the circle. Like if the circle's that big, looks is all the way inside.
The thing that sucks about looks though is that's what's important in the beginning.
Yeah, that's the only thing,
To
really.
catch people's attention.
Oh, okay.
Because you gotta
Got me on
think,
the
right?
edge.
You gotta think, right? You gotta think. You don't. If a guy come up to you and you think he ugly, off the rip, it's no. Because you gotta think,
Well,
I'm
it
not
is
attracted
It
to
is
him.
looks because look,
Right.
so like before I got my haircut and shit, 'cause I used to didn't get my haircut. I ain't really trust certain barbers and shit. So and the girl, like so far, I ain't gonna lie to you. Nobody ever told me no with a haircut. Nobody ever told me no. Like they may say
He said his pussy percentage.
I'm
One
not
of
saying all that
1,000.
shit.
You hear me?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying nobody ever like just initially give me a number. Some girls that might have turned me down. I'm sure would have turned me down. You know, I compare them and all that shit. I just with the haircut, nobody said no, and it is looks for sure. I think.
Now, question with that. So, like,
Do you think you carried yourself more confidently too, though? Like I feel like that plays a big part also.
I love that
and
you
that's
brought
why.
that
And
up.
that's why, like when we was talking about the suit. And that's why we was talking about the suit.
Right.
You got to think
Like,
about
if
the
you
suit.
had a
if
suit
you
on at a club
carrying yourself
versus-
with more
yeah.
like
gusto.
okay,
yeah,
so
most definite.
think though, like, this is probably like a girl thing, but so like, say we talk to a guy and you say like how to get our attention and how to keep our attention. It's unfortunate because like I know in the past I would talk to guys, right, that didn't necessarily do everything I wanted them to do to get my attention, but to keep it, I expected them to do the stuff I wanted them to do before. So like in
It
regards
comes
to like
back eventually.
yeah, like in regards to like
feel
you
that.
might be able to settle for a minute, but you can't a minute, but you can't settle for a lifetime. I mean, some people
Right.
do, but I know I
feel
can't.
that.
So like I know, for instance, like I'm the type that I like flowers, and I feel like if you can, you would. But I also want a guy to want me enough or think of me enough to go do that stuff on their own, right? So I ended up dating a guy that never had to get me flowers in order to be in a relationship with me. Like I ended up in a relationship and he had never done that. But inside the relationship, I saw myself thinking like, okay, are you gonna give me flowers or whatever? He like,
So do you
I
feel
ain't
like
have to do that.
you settled it all?
I mean,
Or do you feel like that was just something you wanted that he didn't catch on to?
I mean, I can't. So I settled, I guess, for the moment until I realized, like, okay, if he ain't gonna do, I don't want to be here. But what I'm saying is, like, it wasn't a requirement up front, and then I ended up in a relationship, and then I made almost like I made it a requirement, but he didn't have to do it to get me. So it's almost like
I feel you.
if you didn't have to do it to get me, he like, okay,
to keep
and
you.
so how you gonna do it to keep me if you don't have to do it to get me? So now it's like, all right, the stuff that I want in a relationship, I make sure like I have to require it up front. You know what I'm saying? Even if I know I like you, I still gotta
always
require
upfront and honest, like you know. So you said you always
Yeah, it's honesty and like telling people up front kind of what you want is like very important because like you don't want to like
It's
lead
intimidating
people.
to people though. Like if like I walked up to someone and I was like, hey, and they're like, nah, I want a girl with like big titties. I'd be like, okay, guess that's not me.
yeah, that is like if somebody said they wanted to.
I'd be like, all right. I mean, you got right to the point.
like if somebody tell me that they type is her complexion, I ain't her complexion.
But also,
I hate when people do that.
But also,
What?
That
Like what?
the colorist. She's saying like the colorism. Yeah,
I hate
No, but
that.
even like people tell me they like dark skins. I'm not dark.
yeah, I feel
You know,
that.
I'm in the middle. Do you like caramel? I could give you caramel. So I mean, because even me, I know I have a thing for darker skinned people. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I might talk to a lighter skinned person, but
it's not a.
I'm
a.
always
what's it
looking at the
called?
dark skins. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a deal breaker.
It's not a
Whoa,
deal
hold on. You
breaker.
said you still going even if you dating a light skinned guy, you're gonna be still looking at the dark skins.
So all my celebrity
Oh
crushes.
no, that
listen
sounds
to
like
this.
cheating.
No.
We gotta
listen to
shame
this.
you now.
No, listen to this. So all my celebrity crushes that I've mostly had were darker or browner. I haven't ever had like a lighter skinned celebrity crush. So that just tells you where my heart is. I like the light skins, you know. They cool and all.
You said you ain't feeling that one, huh?
You brown.
It's real. That's real.
Yeah, it's
But
valid.
that goes into like the whole getting out of the type because like, what if God sent me like a light skinned person I'm supposed to be with? Like, okay, God, I guess you know what I'm saying.
Take your and pray about that shit. That's all you can do.
Let's now get into the fourth question. What are immediate red flags?
Oh,
Red flag, red flag.
a million. There's so many things.
Oh, go ahead and start then. Especially if you got them off the top of your head. Go ahead.
Inconsistency.
Facts.
That is a big one. I don't like people that like don't respect like time, I guess, or like that are late.
Like time alone or something like that.
Kind of like all the above, or like a big one
Or,
for me is
yeah.
people that aren't able to like read the room. I'm like, read the room.
I feel that.
Because it's just like, it's kind of like, or like aren't social aware, or like probably the biggest red flag for me is like people are just unhygienic. I'm like,
Oh my.
if I can
God.
smell you, like I can't even be your friend. Like,
Really? So that happens
No.
that happens very frequently around you?
no, it doesn't, but it does happen. Like
Yeah.
it does happen.
You can keep going if you want to. I feel like you're on a roll now. Go ahead.
Other red flags. Personally, for me, I can't be around people that like do drugs other than like weed. That's a red
Very
flag.
reasonable.
For me,
Very reasonable.
'cause it's
Say,
just-
that's very.
Very reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be snorting.
it's a red flag. A red flag's a red flag.
You haven't talked a lot, Juan, man. Tell us about your immediate red flags.
Oh yeah, we want to know. You know.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
right.
I'm like, so like red flags as far as like beforehand or like when y'all getting shit going.
Anything.
Both, all of it.
Anything.
Yeah, kind of like
Any
all,
and all
yeah,
the
like all of the above, really.
All right, so basically, like, I'm not too picky. Like, we talk about being weird. Like that's a different discussion. But like,
That ain't
I'm super
true.
weird. It's like a lot of shit. Like, you could just be comfortable with me around. It's like it's not much shit I'm gonna say. Oh, if you do this, and you know what I'm saying, you cut or some shit like that. It's like I'm comfortable with a lot of shit. Ain't much you can do that can gross me out or disgust me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we humans. You know, we here for a limited amount of time, so just do whatever the fuck. I guess. I mean, whatever makes you feel comfortable. So I can't really think of enough for us. It's really hard.
Christian?
I mean, you're right. Like I said, inconsistency. I can't give too many. Like, I was about to say a story, but I can't get a story.
Wait, so he's
But
about
I think. Oh, it's like I definitely just thought of one. I mean, for me personally, if I'm around a guy and he badmouths other women, doesn't matter the context. If he badmouths, like, let's say there's a lady at a restaurant, and even if let's like she like messes up the order, and he's like, "Oh, that can I swear?"
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't want to just drop it.
No.
But-
I feel it. Go ahead.
But if he's like, "Oh, that stupid bitch messed up my order," and it doesn't have to be super like noticeable, but it's just like the or
Those
like
are the ones we need to pay attention to. that people don't.
microaggressions, and unfortunately, it does. There are a lot of guys that have microaggressions towards women. I'm just like, I mean, how's he going to talk about me when I'm not around, or you know, it's just stuff like that. It's just a lot of.
I think for a long time I was always a person that like could like easily be like, oh no, I'm off him. I don't like that. So I'm kind of in the process of teaching myself to not be like that. So
Like not immediately.
yeah, like I could see something and I like it and be like, I'm good. Especially so I got this cousin Gigi that like I talk to every day, and I text her like, yeah, I'm good on him. She be like, oh my god, what happened? What this time? I know you're not talking about. And I'm like, yup. He ate his salad wrong. I'm good on him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He put
So-
his milk in before his cereal.
Yeah, I'm good on him.
Wow, you would drop it over something little like that?
In the past, I
Aw,
have known
man.
to do some crazy things.
She said she's working.
I'm working on it. You know what I'm
She
saying?
said he put his fucking milk in before his cereal.
Yeah.
You know, but I definitely feel what y'all mean kind of on that. I'm not too
Your
picky.
red flags. Hold on.
yeah.
Me,
We asking everybody. What are
For
yours?
sure.
I would say probably the first thing is if you don't got nothing going, like if you don't got no job,
Yeah,
if you don't,
okay,
if you don't go to
okay,
school,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying,
Those
like
are,
especially
those are really big ones.
especially at my age, I'm 22 now. You know what I'm saying, like
Yeah,
we got to
Like,
start
you
trying to
gotta
progress. You know what I'm
get-
saying?
going.
Okay, yeah. Oh.
And
Those
I
are
feel like
big
that's
ones.
like that's probably my biggest one.
Yeah.
Another one, like I'm big on conversation. So like you kind of got to be able to keep up like in conversation wise, because if you can't, like
You
how
can't
is we, you know what I'm
talk-
saying? How is we
right.
gonna have conversations? Because me, I will sit and I'll talk about something, right?
Mm.
And I hit 10 different topics in 10 minutes. So it's like,
That's me.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm scatterbrained. Like I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna talk.
I think I kind of explained it differently when we said like my red flags. Like, I was thinking about personality wise, whatever, you know what I'm saying? People like show you who they really are as a person.
I mean, well, yeah. Well, so when I say
Whatever it
red
is.
flags, yeah, when I say red flags, anything that will make you turn away from that person or like something that's a big turn off. You like off the rip, bingo, that's it.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So do you got something else that you want to say?
I don't know, like, I say that clingy shit because, like, I mean, it's cool to be clingy or whatever, but, like, no, because people, like, be faking. They be like, oh, they like that clingy shit, but they don't like it. But, like, you just got to know when to, like, chill and, like, you know what I'm saying, be respectful of somebody's time, like.
Like what I was saying, like,
Yeah,
read
like,
the room, read the environment. Yeah, I get
I feel like that's
like it
something
depends
that's
on who
really
it is,
easy.
too.
Also, I feel like it's really easy to read the room, but for some people, they never had to read the room. Or like they feel like they've never been in a position where they had to leave, you know what I'm saying, read the room. So I feel like that might be, you know, a detriment to like maybe how they grew up or something, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, it's not a red flag, but this might give me some hate, but I have people that are only children, they are just different than growing up with
Hey, I think I might have got offended right there.
I'm the only child, and
Yeah, on my pop side, you know what I'm saying?
I got siblings on my dad's side. I'm the only child on my mama's side.
Oh man, yeah, I feel like you just tried to come from my neck right there or something.
Well, I didn't know. But I don't know. It's not all only children, but sometimes they just like living with people that are only children, or like once you're kind of starting to like be in each other's homes, like they can be a bit different. I just like
In what way? You gotta give us an example.
I'm gonna ask you this: has it been several only children, or has it been one?
It's been like every single
Females or males?
Both.
Okay. So what's a example?
At least it's not swayed. Then at least it's not swayed.
Yeah. What's an example?
It will just be like small little things. It's just, I don't know. It's just like when you have a house that's like I'm one of 6 kids. Like the experience that I had growing up in a household full of people is completely different than someone growing up with like 2 or 3 other people in the house. And it's like I said, that's more so like a home environment thing or like social cues. Like, and it's not all only children, but some only children. Like if someone's not going to pick up a social cue, it's usually an only child.
I think
they
honestly,
just don't get it.
I'm about to say I gotta disagree only because I think it's an economic thing more so like how many people are in the household. So like
I think
it's strongly economics, and I think it's okay. So like my dad, it's 5 of them, right? Now you could have a set of 5 kids and 2 parents, or 5 kids and 1 parent that were poor. You have a set of 5 kids and 1 parent, 5 kids and 2 parents that weren't poor,
right?
Or middle class. So like my dad's experience,
your attitude definitely changed on life, like how you was growing up for sure.
Yeah. So like my dad's experience is true. He'll tell you like they were poor, like whatever. But somebody like that was middle class or upper class, if they were to talk about experiences, they got the same people in the household, and y'all experiences weren't the same. Yeah, he had to struggle for a 9 later on the heater, and you had a plate full of food. Yeah. So it's just, I think it's economic.
I definitely, I can really agree with that. I definitely think that's for sure true.
You did that really well.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Okay, now to the next question. Why aren't relationships in this generation lasting that long? Do y'all think it's anything different about now?
I definitely. Social media.
Yeah, you can link social media to everything, really. You can link social media to everything.
Facts. Like, you really can't, like, social media is so big on our lives now. It's, like, insane.
It ain't never going away because there's going to always be somebody making some new shit for another.
I ain't gonna lie. That day Instagram went down, I was like, jeez. Because I always wanted a life without Instagram. Yes. I always wanted a life without Instagram.
I deleted my page. I'm like, what the fuck I do on her? I mean, y'all, because they be just deleting everybody's page.
I didn't even know. Actually, I didn't even get on that day. So when people was talking about it, when people was talking about it, I didn't even know what they were talking about.
I remember looking like, is my phone tripping? Some people said the whole day. Some people were saying how productive they were. Then you had other people that was like, well, the whole day I thought my phone was off, so I couldn't be productive because I'm thinking my phone broke.
Right.
So, but honestly, don't y'all wish we was in a day when you met people organically instead of meeting people on social media?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want like that type of love that my parents had, that they met down the street.
Right.
in college
Like,
or at the
anymore.
grocery store. And
Right.
You know, it's just so crazy how big. Like, think about when you was a kid, right? Your parents told you don't meet up with strangers, and now you got Tinder. That is literally
The opposite.
the exact opposite of what your parents.
I mean, you a kid at the time, whatever, but like you grown now. You
Right,
got some
but
fucking
still, you got to think about it.
Right.
You meeting up with a stranger, they could tell you this is who they are, but then you meet up with them,
They're different.
And they
they
will
a
not be that.
total different person. Like
Yeah.
nothing similar at all. Like think
Yeah.
about that.
You hit that on the nail.
Man, I'm telling, like, you know, and I'm really kind of scared for like the upcoming generation.
Oh, they toast.
Yeah, I
Because
do not
Everything
know.
is through the internet now. Like think about like
5-year-olds got
like,
cell phones.
25 years ago, you couldn't pay a bill online.
Right.
You had to send it through the mail, or you had to go drive
pay
to
it.
where else. You know what I'm saying? You had to do it like that. But like think now,
That was gross.
you could do everything over the
You
internet.
can order groceries.
Think
I
about
just
that.
ordered
You
this
can,
per- It's
You
coming
can
at 8
order
p.m.
cars.
you can order cars on, and they will drive it to your house.
Crazy.
Like think
You
about how
technically
much.
could never. In this day and age, with all the technology we have, depending on where you live, because you know if you live in the middle of like Iowa, somewhere that's not gonna work. But like, you could work, live, and like have your entire life like in your house.
Do y'all
Yeah.
think social media makes it easier for long distance relationships?
No, I think it makes it harder.
There's no
Honestly.
such thing as long distance relationship. I think I concluded that with you.
Probably.
There's no such thing as long distance relationship.
Yeah, I don't. To me personally, I don't agree with social. I mean, you know, long distance relationships.
Ain't no such
Just
thing.
because
Yeah.
I don't think at some point it's gonna not work. You know, on somebody's end, because you know you need the
Right.
physical
Yeah, you
touch.
need that physical.
How
You
long
need the
is it gonna
physical.
last
You know what I'm saying?
for?
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Like
you
10
really gon'
years. Like
you know what I'm
when's
saying?
the limit?
and so that's why I say like, how long are you gonna be long
Humans
distance?
are emotional.
I think it
animals.
depends on like
Yes,
what y'all goals
yes,
are.
so- very true.
Humans are emotional animals.
I think even if y'all goals is in the right place, y'all, you know,
No,
blah blah
that's-
blah. I think the biggest point is you're gonna need that person's physical. You know what I'm saying? Even if y'all not touching, like just being in person with each other.
Some people make it work though. Some people fly out every 2 weekends and every
Yeah.
weekend.
I couldn't make a relationship work like that. Me
So,
personally.
Some people, I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I think it also depends
I
on
don't
the
know.
individual because some people aren't as physical. And I also think in general, I think guys are a bit more physical than girls.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, I would say because listen, y'all need physical time.
well,
And I'm not
Need it.
talking about sex whatsoever. I'm just saying like
Being in
physical, just
person.
being
Because
in
there's so many
person.
other people you could be in
everybody
person
needs
with.
Yeah, and
that
that's what I would say. I mean, I feel like
think
it's
it
kind of
depends
equal on
the
both
love.
sides.
I think
yeah.
it depends.
Also,
Some people like. Because
I don't think if y'all met long distance, it will work long distance. I feel like y'all have had to meet in person and known each
had
other
a
in
really
person.
strong connection.
Yeah.
Then
And then let it break. Because if you
Yeah.
met this person long distance already, I feel like that won't work. Because y'all might have a lot of things in common, but y'all don't really know each other so much. And you know what I'm saying?
Pen pal
You know what I'm
buddies,
saying?
Basically,
in a sense. So, you know, I feel like
right.
that's definitely you would have had to been around that person for maybe like even a couple years and then, you know, break it off and maybe
Yeah.
that'll work. But to
I
me, I just think it's hard to be in them. But go ahead.
Oh, I was in a long distance relationship for almost 3 years. Actually, it's technically like I've been in 2 relationships. Both of them were long distance.
So now, did you meet these people in person first, or did you always know them through online, or you know,
Well,
however you know?
One of them was always online, and I still have yet to meet them in person. We're still on like great terms. We're
Wait,
still
so y'all
great
was in a
friends.
relationship y'all never met in person?
One of them no, one of them yes.
What? That's not.
Yeah,
My brother
explain
been in
that to
some
me.
of those.
I
My brother
I don't
be
quite
Xbox,
understand it, so you know, explain it to
I
me.
mean, it's just kind of like I mean, I'm sure everyone here has like someone they consider an internet friend that they've never met.
Definitely,
Everyone
I
has
agree
at
with that.
least
I agree
one,
with that.
and people meet them in different ways. I actually met the guy that I dated. I actually met him. I posted like this one like 3-minute video to my YouTube channel, and he watched it. Well, no, I commented on this YouTuber's channel, and and it got like a couple likes, so it was kind of near the top. And he saw it, and you know, like when people see your page and they click on it, they're like, okay. So he just happened to click on my page, and then he saw my YouTube channel that I posted, and then he commented on it. was, you know, I probably had like 3 or 4 views, nothing. I was like 16. And I wasn't even in it. It was just literally like a screen recording on my phone. It's literally of an app of Clash of Clans. Just I screen recorded like a battle on that. No, it's called Clash Royale. My bad. It's been a couple years. But so I commented on it, and I was actually like working at school, and you know, I see this little like notification. It was Gmail, you know, the little like. I was like, what the heck is that? I clicked on it. I was like, someone commented on your YouTube on your video, and I was like,
and that's how it started.
I was like, oh my god, somebody actually saw my video.
So my question is my dying question. Okay, so y'all was together how long?
Like 3 years.
Were you, since y'all never met?
No, we did.
Were y'all, no, oh, this is the one you met.
Yeah, there was 2. The
I was
very
gonna
first
ask,
relationship
were you
I had
faithful in the one you didn't meet? Like, was it a real relationship? Like, this is my boyfriend. Like, I'm not linking with nobody.
What age range was this? Like, how were you doing this?
Well, I was young too. To be fair, I was like 16 through, like, I guess I was 15. I met him like right when I was turning 16, and then I was up till I was like 18.
It's very interesting. To go back to the original question, I think.
Yeah, we really went.
Well, I think relationships don't work. Honestly, a lot of them is definitely.
Oh yeah, I thought the question was long distance.
I do kind of blame it on social media, but I also think communication is really, really bad.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people could be more straight up. Like, you know, if you're gonna be out here trying to slang wood, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, when you go up to people, like, I would when there's a girl, whatever, like, you caught me off guard. Like, how did I catch you off guard? I just went up to you, whatever. Like,
Can we talk about being equally yoked in the beginning? So,
Explain
like,
what you mean by that.
Yeah.
So like, we're all guilty of being in getting in relationships or situationships with people and having nothing in common. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I cannot agree.
it might happen to you.
happened
You might think y'all
once or
have something in
twice.
common, and you realize y'all don't have what you thought. But even as far as like, that's like me loving God,
And then being with somebody that's not religious.
atheist. You know what I'm saying? Now I've tried it, but it's about a relationship will work longer if y'all have the same values, the same principles, the same morals, the same respect level. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's out here. Basically, like somebody that's just out here and you a homebody. You know what I'm saying? It could work, but are they out here doing what? And I think you got to take more time to learn the person.
Yeah, and I think that's why,
sometimes we don't take enough
like
time to
certain
learn.
people, do the whole like I gotta know this person at least 6 months to ask them to be my girlfriend. You know, some people have that. Some people make that a thing. Like if I haven't known her for this amount of time, you know what I'm saying? I can't go into it.
I think more people should have kind of like a wait period because I
Most
feel
definitely,
like
yeah.
people just meet and then they're like, okay, we're dating.
Yeah, and it's just
You've
like
known them 2 weeks.
yeah,
like,
and it's just like I feel like you don't.
but it's different between dating and relationships, though. It's like, it's a different right.
Yeah,
Ooh,
most definitely.
That's
because
another
some
one
people don't
too.
even know.
I had to learn that
To
shit.
me, I think
Yeah.
dating is literally just the word it is. You're going
You're
on
just
dates.
dating.
Yeah,
You're
you're
dating.
dating.
You
But they
had a
say
relationship.
You give it the talking
Yep.
phase. They say there's no such thing as a talking phase. Really, that shit not real. It's like,
I mean, I don't really think
Yeah.
Talking phase.
because and I feel like you have to make your own rules for the talking stage. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like me, right? If you don't tell me XYZ is disrespectful, I'm not gonna know XYZ is disrespectful. So now if you find that out and you heard about that, that's more on you than it is on me because you did not tell me what was up. So if you know what I'm saying? I'm
And
a person that like to be told
Yeah.
rule. And listen,
Okay.
if we gonna do
And that's
what we gonna
something
do.
people got to know up front.
Yes,
Some
and I
people
feel like
expect
that's
you-
one thing people really don't do is tell up front. Like me personally, if I'm about to be messing with a woman, I'ma tell you XYZ. If you're not with that, I'm okay with that.
And
Next one.
And I appreciate that type because there's been guys that I mean, Facebook. This one guy hit me up on Facebook and was like, "Look, you're gorgeous. I'm not looking for a relationship right now. I'm more so. I just got out of a relationship. I'm more so looking for somebody to vibe with and do. And if it work, it work." And I was like, "Oh, honey, I'm not the one for because I date with intentions. You know what I'm saying? I talk with intentions.
You're like, I'm
So
not just
that-
gonna
we
vibe
agreed,
with you,
You
buddy.
know what I'm saying? We agreed that this wasn't it, and we was able to do. We didn't have to waste no time.
Feel that.
I like that though. That's straightforward. More people need to get with that.
Yeah, more. But
Honestly.
we gotta know like when it's disrespectful. Like how to say stuff. It's not what you say, it's how to say. Some men that just come up to you and be like, hey, yo, I wanna.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah, you see now. Listen, now look, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right as a man. If you out here trying to slang wood, you got to know how to talk to women.
I mean, be honest, but do you got to be like
right?
That
You can't. Yeah, you listen. You can't. You listen. If you gonna be out here. If you gonna be out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, do what to do with the women, I mean, you gotta know. Yeah, obviously, I feel that, right?
Throw that out there.
But you gotta know how to talk to women if you're gonna be out here trying to do, what you gonna do.
Be respectful. Don't be smooth, but be respectful.
I think is these dudes that are single and are like, like, oh, I want a girl, like I want something to like come home to, stuff like that.
Time.
I feel like
it's all that bottled up shit that they just been wanting, I guess.
It gets bottled up and then they walk up to a girl and it explodes and they're like, hey ma, like, and I'm just like,
they want you so bad.
and they just don't. And I feel like another big thing, this is late, but a red flag is when they come up to you and just immediately like if a dude comes up to me and immediately is like, hey sexy, I'm like, no. That's not how you talk to me.
Yeah, I feel that. That's what I'm saying. If you a guy out here,
because what if a guy that what if it was a guy that you saw across the room and you were just like, and then he came up to you and said that your heart might be like, you might be looking like, that sounded a little off, but hi. You know what I'm saying?
That
you say, oh, hey, you look good today.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just be straight up. Like he would be let off the hook a little.
But I think that's it. Tell everybody where they can reach y'all.
You can reach me on Instagram, J_30dub, DUB. And really, that's it.
You can reach me on Instagram at MISS Golly Girl, and then follow my radio station, Golly Girl Radio.
If you Google my name, just Ebby Lynn, I'll pop up and all my main social media.
Is it LYNN or?
Yep, EBBYLYNN.
She said, Google me. Google me.
I pop up.
Google me.
I get paid if y'all look me up.
But I think that's it for us. That's another episode of the Popular Loser Podcast. I'm your host, KD. We out of here. Go like, comment, and subscribe to YouTube. Go follow the Instagram. We out of here.
Ooh.